So let's look at the Borderlands 3 sales. It's the fastest selling game in 2K Games history. The game's peak concurrent PC players was over twice as high as Borderlands 2 peak. It sold 50% more copies on release than Borderlands 2, with 70% of those copies being digital. This goes against all of the predictions online that everybody's talking about, that the devs' decision to go exclusively to Epic was going to cause the game to fail, and that 2K was going to regret this decision, and it was the worst decision. They came out and they made all those bad Steam reviews. There were thousands of Steam reviews on Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 1 and Borderlands Game of the Year edition that, said the games were terrible. They couldn't stand the exclusivity. These people, they're either liars and they buy the game anyway, or like they are so full and sure of themselves that they're like utterly ridiculous, because the game is a massive success. It's sold like crazy. And this brings me back to my point that I always talk about, and we always talk about, that the platform that you sell on does not matter. It only matters what games are on your platform, because people are going to come anyway.
So you're telling me that everybody bitched and whined and moaned for like a couple weeks on the internet, and
like a day,
and then those really vocal, probably like you said, probably like 1,000 people. Hell, they probably even bought the game too, but just mass overrepresentation of these people freaking out.
Like the people out like outraged and always raging about things on the internet. This is my opinion. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but people do that almost because of like the reaction they get. Like if you like, you know what I mean? That's like the cool thing to do now. So like if you go on Reddit and you're like, oh, I'm boycotting this game, I don't like it, and then you just get a bunch of upvotes. Like people, you know what I mean? People just want like the
drama,
like the interaction, and people like, you know what I mean? You get recognition for like everybody hating on something.
Yep.
Clout.
You know what I mean? That's like I swear that's why people do it, just because to get like the likes or the upvotes or whatever.
I think so too, but there's definitely some delusion on Reddit. Like some of these people on Reddit think that they like their opinion really holds a lot of weight because they get like some likes on Reddit, and they think that they're really making this change. I mean, oh my God, it does not matter. It is so insignificant. It really is.
It's a forum website, buddy. Like, relax.
Yeah. Forum website, buddy. No, it's true. It's true. I mean, it's just not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it says another thing too. You really can't gauge, I guess, I don't know, like the gaming community, the climate, based on, what's upvoted the most anymore, whether it's upvotes on the comments for the articles on news websites about how Borderlands 3 is going to flop and how Epic Games is the worst thing ever. Like, people just really don't give a shit. They just, they wanted the game and they're going to go out and buy it.
Yeah, it really calls into question even like who's making the comments and what their intentions are. Like that's the one thing about Reddit and other forum sites like that. I never know who the comments are coming from. What comments are paid for and what's real. You can't tell. Especially nowadays, you really just don't know. So like anything you see online, you just have to take with a grain of salt and just say like, okay, well, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Didn't a bunch of people say that this game was going to be a bust because of the private investigator issue?
Yes. Yeah, that was there too. Yep.
But
there was a lot of reasons calling for bust. Yeah, the trend really said bust, but
that guy put up that video and everybody ran to his defense. And I think Wolf had mentioned, I didn't actually hear this part. I only saw the part that was getting all the attention, and that was just that big brother, capitalism was the bad guy here, but the guy was selling entrances to his Discord for stuff. But they left all that part out, so he was making money off his
right. I forgot about that
thing. But help him, please. He lost everything he has. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, I don't remember all the details of that, but it sounded. I remember what you're saying. I did look into it at the time. It sounded like what he was doing was not
it's illegal.
Yeah, it was.
They have bigger fish to fry. If he signed an NDA and was making money off it, and it obviously was enough to gain their attention. So don't like these companies aren't just going to send any, we're sending our private investigator over to, crack some skulls over there because they're,
he was pretty shook. I mean, he wore the mask from Borderlands 3. The what do they call those guys?
Oh, the
psychos or whatever.
I know. Yeah. I think it is psychos.
I watched Angry Joe's review for that game, and he says it's actually really good. The like the gameplay and everything besides the story is great. Like they said the writers over there need to get out of there because the
if you're playing
twins or whatever, I guess are like the most cringeworthy characters.
Yeah, but if you're playing a looter shooter like that for the story, what are you doing? I mean, I'm not saying the story has to suck. That's not my point. If it's great, that's awesome. But like, that's not the appeal. No one cares.
Yeah, I liked Destiny 1.
I'm sure you did. Bungie knows how to craft a good story. That's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference. But yeah, why don't we wrap there? What do you guys think? That's a good show coming off the trip.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get back under the belt. All right, thanks so much for listening. Really appreciate it. If you get the chance, if you like the show, leave us an iTunes review. It really helps us out. Check out the live show on YouTube and some of our other gaming stuff. We just started doing some teamfight tactics stuff. So if you're into that, definitely give it a watch. But other than that, thanks again, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Can I stop recording? You keep okay.